mushrooms roasting in there, man, that's flavor. Ooh. Just check it out. Now that's about a cup of masala wine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna reduce that by half. The more you reduce it, the more concentrated the flavor is, the more intense the flavor is gonna be. And if you were here and you had smell-o-vision, oh my God, what I smell is maples, I smell oak, I smell sherry, you name it. Yeah, you know, you're just gonna have to wait till it's all done. I'm sorry you didn't get to smell it. It's good. We'll put it together, folks. Wow. That's looking good. Okay, folks, at this time, we're gonna put the chicken back in. The reason you're doing that is because it's been sitting in there. Although it is getting flavor, you need to impart that masala wine flavor into the meat. So the way you do that is as it's concentrating all its good flavors, you're gonna put the chicken right back in there. So let's put it in there before it reduces all. Getting the masala flavor of the wine before it reduces all down to nothing into the chicken itself, because that's where the flavor is. We don't want it just on the sauce. We want to be able to taste it in the meat as well. And this is what we're doing. By bringing all the components together, we're able to get that flavor of mushroom, of masala wine, all into the chicken, because that's what we started with, right? We started with chicken. And anybody can do this. This is a 15-minute, 20-minute deal. You can do this after you come home from work. The chicken's already prepared. The hardest thing you're gonna do is cook the mushrooms. And you saw how easy that was. It's easy. You can do it. You know what? I think it does. It's gonna need a little butter. Even though I can smell it, it smells terrific. I think we're gonna put a little butter in there. I think so. It just enriches things. It just enriches things to no end. Oh yeah. And not only does it enrich things, it also thickens things up as you get towards the concentration part. Because sometimes the flavor can be too harsh, and that's the reason why you use butter or you use a heavy cream. Put it in the sauce. It enriches the sauce. It evens out all the flavors, so you're not overwhelmed by one particular flavor. And remember, black is beautiful, but not on food. So please, don't burn the food. I mean, here it's not burnt. Come on. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Now comes the part of tasting the food. I want you to use a spoon and not your finger, because you touch so many things with your hands, you can't really judge whether or not it has the right flavor. So that's why I use a spoon, and use a clean spoon every time you do it. Chef Henry does, and I think you better, because that will contaminate your dish. So let's take a taste and see what it tastes like. We need to make our adjustments. This is where we're gonna do it, right here. Maybe just a little salt, and I mean just a little. I have the flavor of the masala wine in there. I can taste the mushrooms, and that's perfect. We're gonna put a little parsley in there, and we're just gonna let it reduce a little bit more, because we're looking for the same kind of consistency as we did with those strawberries. A little syrupy consistency, a little. Just delicious. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, we're getting there. That is pretty damn good. Yeah. Okay, come on around. Let's take a look at our strawberries. Okay, let's take a look at our strawberries, see where we're at. Oh, these, for Chef Henry, these are perfect. This is what we're looking for. They're a little soft, but they're not mushed all the way down like jelly. Like this one's starting to turn to jelly. We're not really looking for that. If we were making something other than what we're going to do this with, which is serve it with pound cake and whipped cream, then that would be okay, but we're not. What we're going to do is we want this to stand up on its own with those flavor components of balsamic vinegar, cinnamon stick, brown sugar. That's it. It's that easy. All right. Let's grill up our... Okay guys, hey, we're back, and this chicken marsala is perfect. Everything is done just the way it should be. You got a little sauce, it's not swimming in sauce, you got all that flavor, and I wish you had smell-o-vision, because if you did, you'd be out of your mind saying, I can't wait to taste that. All right, we're gonna shut that off, and we're gonna let that sit while we plate up the rest of our dessert. Right now, I'm gonna put the pound cake on the grill. We're all done with this, we're now gonna move over to the pound cake. We're gonna put that on the grill. We're just gonna give it a light warming. We're gonna put some brown stripes on there from the grill marks, and that's all we're gonna do with that. Come on, let's move over. Chicken, here we go. This is the pound cake. This is the last part of the process for your dessert. So we're gonna just put little grill marks on there, brown it up, give you something to look at. It's pretty. We're gonna be looking right at that. There's our strawberries. And they just look so good with this syrup and the whipped cream. I made whipped cream earlier, flavored with just a little powdered sugar, a little vanilla, heavy whipping cream, hand mixer. You can do it. It's easy. All right, they smell like they're ready to turn. Yeah, they already got a little grill mark on there. We're not trying to get, see what I'm saying? Just a little bit. We're not trying to burn it. We just want a little bit. And you can make your own pound cake if you want to, but I bought store brand today because of the time essence, but you can make your own. Later on, I'll give you a recipe for that. It's really easy. I made the whipped cream, just heavy whipping cream, 1 pint, a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar because I don't like to overwhelm it with too much sugar, and a splash of vanilla. That's it in the hand mixer. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Flavor. Can you say flavor? Oh yeah, perfect. This is what we're talking about. People. You can do this. You can use whatever you have. If you don't want to heat it up, you don't have to heat it up. That's just the way Chef Henry's doing it. You don't have to heat it up. You can just cut it out of the box. George Foreman grill will work on that, or any kind of commercial grill that you can find in any store. All right, people. Those look perfect. All right, I think we're ready to plate up the service. We're ready to plate up for service. I did green beans earlier, just a little while before I started that chicken. Salted boiling water, green beans. We're gonna do beans and salted boiled water. That taste of water, make sure it has a little tint of salt to it. Not too much, just a little bit, because that imparts what? Flavor. All right, let's plate it up. Okay, we're ready for plate of service. So let's start with the green beans first. Put a little bit of green beans right there. Yeah, just a little bit more. We're feeding me. This is delicious, people. Some of these mushrooms, and a little bit of that sauce. Oh man, I wish you guys were here to taste this. Wish you guys were here to smell it. See that little bit of sauce in there? That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for it to swim in sauce. You can add more. And that's what we're looking at. Chicken marsala. Green beans. Good. And green beans. That makes a complete dish. Alrighty, now let's take a look at our strawberries and dessert. Alright, now comes the best part for everybody, the strawberries. Here's the strawberries. Once again, they were done in brown sugar, balsamic vinegar, and a cinnamon. So here's our pound cake with its grill marks on there. We're gonna put the strawberries with the balsamic vinegar on top. A little bit of that nice sauce to go on top of that. And we're gonna top all of that with a little bit of fresh whipped cream. You know how we did that. A splash of vanilla and a little bit of powdered sugar. Okay guys, this completes our dish for today, chicken marsala. As you can see, we got a nice sauce, not too fat, not too thick, just right. That's what we're looking for, those concentrated flavors. I'd like to let you all know that once again, it was just chicken sauteed in olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper till the chicken's browned. Then we added the mushrooms, and we made those brown as well. And we finished the dish with masala wine and a little bit of butter. Green beans tops off the dish. And also, we did today, pound cake with roasted strawberries. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming by and seeing how to make all this. You can do it, and remember what Chef Henry says, black is beautiful, but not on food. So please don't burn the food, but make it so good you can slap your mama twice. I'll see you next time.